Hey there, what's happening? I'd like to take you on a bit of a journey of curiosity and knowledge. All right? Here we go. Because a rooster's crow can reach 140 decibels, they have acquired built-in earplugs. Researchers explain that as it tilts its head up to crow, their external auditory canals close, preventing loud sound from coming in and doing damage. Which begs the question, who cock-a-doodle knew? The very first pizza was made in Naples, Italy, in the late 18th century. It was simple then: tomato, mozzarella, and basil, each representing the colors of the Italian flag. The tradition of blowing out birthday candles dates back to ancient Greece. The Greeks back then were polytheists and believed that blowing out birthday candles would send their wishes to the gods. You think a hurricane is scary? Imagine hurricane winds up to 2,000 kilometers per hour or 1,300 miles per hour. That is a normal occurrence on Neptune, the furthest planet in our solar system. It also ranks as the coldest planet. A United States park ranger named Roy Cleveland Sullivan, who worked at the Shenandoah National Park in Virginia between 1942 and 1977, was struck by lightning 7 different times. Miraculously, he survived them all and lived to the age of 71. The fastest gust of wind ever recorded on Earth was 407 kilometers per hour or 253 miles per hour. In 1996, a tropical storm off the Australian coast produced 5 extreme 3-second wind gusts, the peak of which was a 253-mile-per-hour gust.
Actor Andy Serkis, who played Gollum in The Lord of the Rings, invented the character's distinctive voice from the sound of his cat coughing up a hairball. Right then. True story. All right, you foodies. Baking soda versus baking powder. What's the difference? Baking soda is a pure leavening agent that requires an acid to activate, while baking powder contains both an acid and a base, making it self-activating. Right then. Too sciencey. Sorry, lovies. The famous Wilhelm scream you've probably heard dozens of times is a stock sound effect that has been used in over 400 movies and TV series since 1951, including Star Wars, Indiana Jones, and Toy Story, among many others. In the year 1816, global temperatures dropped due to a massive eruption of Mount Tambora in Indonesia, causing widespread crop failures and famines. This historical and tragic event is known as the Year Without a Summer. The famous song Over the Rainbow, you know it, was almost cut from the film classic The Wizard of Oz, because studio executives felt it slowed down the film. It went on to win the Academy Award for Best Original Song. Mathematician Alan Turing proposed the Turing test in 1950 as a measure of a machine's ability to exhibit intelligent behavior equivalent to or indistinguishable from that of a human, a precursor to AI. His test proposed that if a machine can trick a human into thinking it's also human, it passes the test. Those were fascinating, don't you think? We take great care to carefully fact-check all of these before we publish them, of course. If you found any particularly crafty, let us know in the comments, will you? See you round again.